Done? Chaliye. Let's move on to the next. Now take small radiuses of 3 to 5 mm and cut successive arcs from F1 to O. Starting with F1, take radius of 3.5 mm. And then cut successive arcs from F1 up till O. Good. Done? Okay. Now next what we need to do is, as I have shown you on the screen, that 1, 2, 3, 4 are the points that are cut on the screen. Now next, with radius equal to A1, that is A to 1 and F1 as center, that is focus as center, we will cut two arcs. One will be above one and one will be above the major axis, and one will be below the major axis. And with radius equal to 1 to B and F2 as center, we will cut an arc on that arc which was drawn above and below the major axis. Now why this is being done? Why this is being done? Because we know that for any point the total distance from F1 and F2 will be constant, right? So I am also showing it on screen. Now we have to repeat the same. Now we can mark it P1 and P1 dash, P1 and P1 dash. Good. Now once we have done that, we can repeat it with A to 2, A to 3, A to 4, A to 5 similarly as it is being depicted on the screen. A3, A to 4, similarly from the other side. Once you have completed up till the on this side, that is on left hand side of CD, you can begin with the right hand side on CD as well. On the screen, for the viewers, on the screen we have not marked the points between O and B, O and F2, but it will be marked as same as the points which have been marked between F1 and O. Now keep on marking the points. It is very important that once you cut an arc, you should mark a point. If you don't mark the point at the end, it will become very untidy for you to understand that what is and what it is not. Okay. Good. Good, good. Okay. Each and every single arc, you should keep on marking the points as I am saying again and again. Draw it again. Good, Vipin. We can zoom in onto this sheet. Okay, now cut. Now take these distances and you can cut arcs here, right? No, not from here. From here up till here, when you take, you cut an arc from here. Because, yeah. Now from, now from the focus only. Focus ही लेने का. नहीं, गलत ले रही है. And once you have done with the points starting in the sequence, join all the points to get the ellipse. Good. Now just with a free hand, with a single stroke, you have to use a single stroke. Should always keep it very tidy, so you can just be that. Okay, good. Done? Chaliye, okay, let's move on to the next one, concentric circle method. Okay, we'll complete it then. Yeah, concentric circle method, we'll move on to the concentric circle method. Now what happens in concentric circle method is that we have what is concentric circle? What is
a circle within a circle?
But how?
Like
What is, why we are telling it concentric?
Like they have a common center.
They have a common center, exactly. So concentric circle means that there are two circles and both of the circles have a common center. Okay, the common center, we can take it here. No, we can keep it, it's okay. Yeah, so concentric circle means there are two circles with a common center but different radiuses. So now for concentric circle methods, we will have two circles, and one circle, that is the inner smaller circle, will have the diameter which will be equal to the minor axis, and the bigger circle will be equal to the diameter will be equal to the major axis. Okay. Now let us suppose that we have a length AB, the length AB that is given to you. Now for that length AB, and the minor axis will be CD. So let's take AB as how much? Say 15 centimeters, not 15. Let's take it as 10 centimeters, and let's take CD as 6 centimeters. AB as 10 and CD as 6 centimeters. Okay, good. Now once we have taken that AB and CD, we have drawn it on paper on our drawing sheets, AB and CD. Now with center equal to O, that is the intersection point of major and minor axis, draw circles, that is with radius equal to OC, draw the minor axis circle, and with radius equal to OA, draw the major axis circle. Okay. Now done all of you? Right. Now with center as O and radius as that is drawn already. This is what we are here up till now. Right. Next, now dividing the circle into 12 different parts. Do you know how to divide a circle into 12 different parts? First of all, what you have to do is, what is the degree of the total circle? 360 degrees. So 360 degrees divide by 12. How much? 30 degrees. Now 30 degrees. So what you will do is, you will starting from C, mark 30 degrees on the circle, and then measure C and that point, and then cut successive arcs. You will have the circle divided into 12 parts from A to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's appearing on your screen for the viewers and for you guys. So once you have divided the outer circle, you can divide the inner circle as well. You can directly draw the lines from the outer circle passing through the center, so the inner circle will be divided all by itself. We can give some for the viewers. Correct this double lines. Yeah, come at the side little bit. Yeah, mark the points. Okay, and then mark the inner points as dash. Say for example, if you mark this as 1, mark this as 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, that way. Be very clear in your markings. If you are not clear in your markings, you won't be able to identify what points need to be connected. Right. Now moving on, once we have these lines, once we have these points, the next thing that we are going to do is, we are going to connect them all. We have okay, we have already connected them. Now from the outer points on the circle, draw vertical lines. Now vertical lines for the points which are above the major axis, for them, for the points which are above the horizontal of the center circle, from there we have to draw a vertically downwards line, and which are below the horizontal, we have to draw lines which are vertically upwards. Done? These should be yeah, good. Now for the viewers, the graphical presentation is being depicted on the screen. Now we are at this stage. Now moving on, now we will draw from the inner circle, we will draw horizontal line outwards, right? From say from these points, you will be drawing horizontal line outwards, which will be connecting the vertical lines. For the viewers, it is being depicted on the screen, and red dots are the ones which are the intersections of the vertical and the horizontal line. The vertical and the horizontal line. And once we have all these dots, the point C and point D will also be on that the intersection point, because the distance will be 0. So C and D will also be the points, because C and D are the points which are going to be on the ellipse, because they are the end points of the minor axis, as well as A and B. A and B will also be on the ellipse, because they are the end points of the major axis. Join the curves join the dots clockwise. There shouldn't be for the viewers, a graphical representation is on the screen, and these curves have to be a uniform curve. rub it off. Once you join the points clockwise or anti-clockwise, we have the required ellipse. These are the points, right? Keep your hand like a piot, okay, and then you draw the curve this way. Done. Then again keep your hand as a piot, draw, okay, again as a piot, and again, okay. These points should be all, there shouldn't be any end points like this. It should be a very smooth curve. You can still correct it afterwards, okay. Now let's move on to the next method, that is the oblong method. Now for the oblong method, we will we have drawn these two on the paper. Now the next two methods are we are going to view it on the screen and we are going to practice it later on. So first of all, oblong method, as we are short on time, we have to complete this in the next 7 to 8 minutes. So the next two methods we will discuss it on screen. So kindly pay attention on the screen. Now for oblong method, we have to draw a rectangle which is equal to PQRS. Now we will take the dimensions same. You can all note down the directions for drawing it later. We will take the major axis as 10 to 15 centimeters and the minor axis is 6 to 8 centimeters. In the question paper that will be there, it will be mentioned, the dimensions will be mentioned, but here just to make you understand, I am not taking any dimensions right now. Okay. Now height will be equal to PS, that is the length of the minor axis, like the height of the rectangle will be equal to the minor axis and the width, or you can say the length, will be equal to the major axis. Now quickly, it is this is one of the very simple methods. This is the major axis and this is the minor axis, as you can see on the screen, okay. Now moving on, draw the major axis and minor axis from the center of these, from the center points of the heights. You can draw